Hello folks, welcome to my first session on design pattern. In fact, this is my first video session. I generally blog on my website that says visualcpp.org about Visual CPP and related technologies. For introduction, my name is ... Like Shakespeare once said, what is in the name? However, just for information, I am Microsoft MVP in Visual C++ since October 2005. This tutorial is targeted for fresher or developer with 1 or 2 years of experience. Today, I will demonstrate one of the most basic patterns available for developer and it's very pretty useful in tricky situations, which is singleton pattern. It's one of the most basic patterns, which is very useful and provide simple solution to complex problem. If you ask me, I use it almost in every project I work on. It's come very handy for me. It's a load once or create once and use it unlimited type of pattern. It's mean you have to create the objects only once and provide its service throughout the lifetime of the program. Now, for the purist, some people debate whether it's be considered as a pattern or not. Some say this is not a pattern, some say this is a pattern. Our discussion is quite long, and I thought it should be outside the scope of this session. Before we proceed further, singleton by definition means that only one object of the class exists at any given time. Usually, we code it to maintain throughout the lifetime of the program, but it totally depends on the implementation of the developer. Singleton by definition says only one object should be exist at any given particular time. Now we come to implementation of singleton pattern. How we implement singleton pattern? We make constructor private. By making constructor private, we ensure that nobody can create an object of a class outside the class, because since our constructor is private, you cannot instantiate the object from outside. Second step is to add static pointer to class variable. Since static member have a class scope, we'll make or create a public static member which will create or provide access to our class variable. Why we are doing this? Now, since we all work in OOF world, by the basic OOF concept, we should make our variable private and control its access through a public function. Okay. Now, since you cannot have an object or class, you must have a static variable, a static method which will create and access that class variable. Last but not least, when a first call is made to class using static method, class will be assigned memory using new keyword and subsequent same object is used further. We can consider lazy initialization as object is created only on demand, not at the application start. Some code. We will implement singleton pattern using this and we will use going to use Visual on time for this demonstration. So for demo application, I already created a dialog box based application which has one text box and one button. So what actually this application do? When we click on call singleton method button, it will invoke the public method in singleton class, which will return how many call I have made to that function, and this thing will be updated here. Okay, I will come to this after we walk through the code of our singleton pattern class. Singleton basic, this is our class which is implementing singleton based pattern. You see, this is our constructor which I have made private because in C++ by default everything is private. Okay. Second, this is my object to the class which is pointer and static. This is our accessor function which will provide access to our class pointer, and this will also manage the lifetime of our class object. Good. This is a function I'm talking about, public function, which is going to be called from dialog box. This is our variable which will keep track of how many calls have been made to this function. This is a critical section. I will come back to this in second demo. See, I have initialized MP class object equal to null. Why I am doing that? Since in the class declaration I am just declaring that MP object, but doesn't providing any storage location in a memory. So providing storage location, we have to do some global declaration, which I have done here. I am making mi call equal to 0. See the main function. When somebody call get me function, it will check is MP object equal to null. If yes, it will provide memory to MP class object, and this object will return for further uses. Our call record is very simple function, is just doing post increment here. Let us go back to our basic dialog class. See, here I am doing nothing. This IDC edit call record is the name of the text box. We are just calling the call record function and updating the value directly to the text box. Let's run it in debug mode and see step by step what's actually going on. My machine is kind of slow. See, I'm going to press call singleton method, F10, F11. See, my class object is null, so it's going to provide its memory, it's already provided, and it's returned by my MP class object. F11 again, mi call record is 0, is going to return 0, and after this post increment to number 1, and you will see 0 here. Good. Now again we are going to call singleton method to check is MP class objects returning memory or not. F11, C is already have memory, now it's not going to allocate new memory, and this way we good. 1, we are going to see 1 there. Great. Thread safe implementation. In the demo 2, I will look at different aspects of this singleton pattern. First is, can we create singleton based class object outside singleton class? Let's see. Our singleton class name is singleton basic. Let's name it not able to create. See, it's already giving me error. It's saying that our constructor is not accessible, so it can't instantiate the object. Such a nice compiler from Microsoft, right? Now you can do one thing. If you really don't want to see this ugly code everywhere, you can do one thing. You can just copy this, let's change the name of this object, able to create, and we, instead of using singleton basic get me, we can use this. Now it's working fine, and also compiling. One thing. Second thing, I would like to talk about the thread safety of singleton pattern. See, I already told you that our singleton pattern in C++ can be implemented as lazy installation also. Since in the lazy installation, its object is created only on demand. Now, here is demand coming from synchronous application. Say now I am running 3 or 4 threads simultaneously, and everybody is going to call singleton basic from its thread. There are chances in the multiprocessor based scenario that all the call might be hitting get me function at the same time. So there are chances we have 2 or 3 objects of same class lying in memory but hasn't been used. So just to keep that singleton pattern based class safe, we do some small tweaking, not much. I already told you about this C static getter section. We have to do nothing. We just have to lock and unlock. Lock and unlock will make our memory relocating code thread safe, so it ensures that we have only one object of kind available throughout the lifetime. Third thing which I want to talk about is that since we are allocating memory to MP class object on the heap and we have provided no way to delete it, since this will result in memory leak at the end of application, we can provide another function which delete the memory once everything is done. So let us do that also. Void delete object static. Now we have already a function which would delete the memory and save our program from memory leak. Let's go back to our main slide now.